Hey, if you love craft spirits, listen up. Michigan has quickly become a national leader in the distilling world. And this weekend, some of the best in the business are heading to Monroe. We're talking about a full-on celebration of Michigan's grain-to-glass craftsmanship, featuring distilleries from all over the state. We've got the organizer of the Michigan Craft Distillers Association, Scott Bentley, right here. Courtney Scott also joining us to tell us all about this festival. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm a bourbon guy, so this is like kind of in my wheelhouse. Talk a little bit about how this event is not your typical tasting event that most people kind of associate with this type of event.
You bet. We're really excited. Actually, we are featuring the true grain to glass Michigan distilleries. And so this is from farm right to glass, and they're artisans, and they're just absolutely phenomenal. And we certainly rank on the world stage when it comes to all of the craft spirits, bourbons and whiskeys, of course, but gins and vodkas, and then all the different cocktails you can make out of that. So we're really excited about this, and it's specifically Michigan. And so you're not going to find distilleries from any place else. It's really just featuring Michigan.
I love that. Hyper-focused to our state. Talk about how our state's doing, Courtney. I mean, we're doing pretty good in the distillery world.
We're doing excellent in the distillery world, actually. Michigan has a lot to be proud of and a lot to celebrate. So some of the stats here are, we are actually number 7 in the state, in the country.
Oh, in the country?
For number of craft distilleries.
We're top 10.
A lot of people don't know that we have about 109 distilleries in our state. Oh. And we produce and process about 2 million pounds of grains and fruits per year, all the Michigan distilleries. So it is a ton of just, we come from an area with the world's purest water, and we have really great growing conditions for things like cherries and apples and grains. So Michigan has a lot of heart and a lot of passion for that.
My goodness, Julie,
yeah.
and with good reason. What the area, as you're saying, I love how hyper-focused this is on local. You're literally taking it from the farm in Michigan to the distillery in Michigan to the glass, right? For people in Michigan and everywhere
right.
to enjoy. So talk about how is the day going to work? Obviously, it's going to be entertaining, but specifically with the tastings.
You bet. There'll be lots of entertainment going on. The tastings, people will be able to come in and choose which distillery they want to go to. There'll be over 120 different products that they can taste.
Oh my.
And so obviously it's a multi-day event so that people can sample. Then they can go off and enjoy some live music or live art demonstrations or programs led by the distilleries where they kind of tell the secrets of the trade and go back and do some more tastings and pick the different distilleries that they would like to visit. So it'll be a fantastic day. Lots of entertainment, lots of different things to do, and phenomenal tastings.
And Corey, you brought some great bottles in front of us. I mean, we can actually showcase a couple of these distilleries to kind of maybe draw attention to how local these are.
Absolutely. So obviously I couldn't bring everything that we were going to be featuring. I'd be rolling out shelving carts. But I chose some of the brands that really showcase Michigan.
Okay.
So starting there by you is Detroit City Distillery. What's really fun about this brand is that it is actually their Butcher's Cut bourbon. And fun story about Butcher's Cut, one of the founders, Grandpa's, actually lost a finger when he was making whiskey barrels years ago. So clearly that profession did not work out very well for him. So he left that and he became a butcher. But that butcher, that slaughterhouse, is actually now where their tasting room is. So the grandson purchased that building, and so that's an homage to his grandpa.
Now every time I see Butcher's Cut, I'm going to think of somebody losing a finger.
Right? Exactly. But then what also is really cool about this honey bourbon, which is limited time only, is that they actually work with local beekeepers.
Yeah.
So the honey actually comes from that. Next, you have Ironfish Distillery. What's truly unique about Ironfish is that it is the first farm distillery in Michigan. And what that means is not only are they using local ingredients, but they're actually farming it on their distillery grounds. So everything they're farming, harvesting, processing, and using it. And this Woodland Gin's no exception, and it's a double gold winner. So if you like gin, you should try.
Okay, so that's just a couple examples
of
what I mean. These two, the story's just behind these 2 bottles alone, and you've got over 100 different things to sample and sip on all day long. How much are the tickets to get into this thing?
Tickets start at just $30. That includes the first 5 tastings as well as access to all of the programs and all of the events. And so it's really very reasonable. So
that is very reasonable. I mean, you said 5 tastings?
Yep, it includes 5 tastings. They can buy additional tasting tickets for just $2. And so it's very reasonable to be able to taste. And so we want folks to enjoy tasting and enjoy some programs and hear the stories just like you heard from Courtney behind each of the things.
I can sit here and listen to Courtney talk all day about these things. Absolutely. Well, we don't have the time for that today, but September 11th through the 13th, on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, you get a 2-day pass for $50. There's even a VIP option. If you want more details, you can get it at Michigan Craft Distillers Festival. Type it all in there, MichiganCraftDistillersFestival.com, or we'll have a link for you waiting at fox17morningmix.com. Thank you so much for the time this morning, guys. And before we leave, almost forgot, you're right, you have a special deal for us.
A surprise thing, because of your generosity in having us on, we've code FOX17, all connected, FOX17, and you'll get $10 off any ticket that you want. It has to be pre-bought, so get it between now and the start of the festival. For watching Fox 17, you'll get a special discount.
And thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Code FOX17, save yourself $10 off those tickets. We'll be right back.